In Helldivers 2, you can start every fight guns blazing, grenades flying, making all sorts of commotion and noise. But stealth is also an option, and there's no better stealth operative than the cloaked, nuke-throwing, precision-shooting, ice-cold Ghost from Starcraft.
Somebody call for an exterminator? Never know what hit him. I'm about to overload my aggression inhibitors. Down the thunder. Now reap the whirlwind.
Nuclear launch detected.
The Ghost is the master of hitting targets hard at range before they even know what hit them. Here's what you'll need to build the Ghost in Helldivers. Now, we have to get the look right, so you'll want the Combat Technician armor and matching helmet. The Scout passive reveals enemy positions and reduces detection range, and in lieu of an actual cloaking device, that's about as good as we're gonna get. This is medium armor as well, so if you do get spotted, you'll have a bit more protection, which is great because Ghosts ain't cheap.
Not enough minerals.
A part of that cost is their fancy C10 canister rifles, which fire explosive rounds. The sound these guns make in StarCraft reminded us a lot of the Eruptor. Its shrapnel make it a top-tier primary, and we're going to pair it up with the Redeemer secondary because you'll want a reliable get-off-me button when you're getting Zerg rushed and can't use your explosive rifle. Since our Eruptor can close bug holes and bot fabricators, we can take the smoke grenade to break line of sight and make a quick escape, and also push the cloaking thing a little bit further than our armor can by itself. Now, full disclaimer here, I may be using them wrong, or they may not work that great, but I'm not convinced that smoke is worth a damn in this game. Maybe it would be a lot better if there were helmets that had infrared or something, but until that happens, smoke is just kind of a meme that makes it hard to see, but you can't blame me for at least trying. I feel like if this thing was ever going to work on a build, it would be this one, and it just kinda doesn't feel like it does much. For the support weapon, even though we sort of already had a sniper rifle, it only makes sense to also take the AMR. The Eruptor is kind of like the Ghost basic attack, and then the AMR is kind of like the special snipe ability that they have in StarCraft 2.
No, a bunch of snipes. No! How many snipes was that?
Oh my goodness!
The AMR is one of the best weapons on the bot front, capable of taking down tanks, turrets, Hulk Striders, as well as all infantry units. A lot of people don't think the AMR is good against the bugs, but it seems just fine to me. It can easily kill anything smaller than a charger, including being able to pretty reliably one-shot brood commanders, and our other stratagems are going to help us deal with the bigger threats. We'll be taking the Orbital EMS Strike as a stand-in for the Ghost lockdown ability. This used to be a lot stronger when it could stun large enemies like Bile Titans, but it's still good as it freezes huge groups of enemies and makes it much easier to land our other abilities like our nuke. No surprise here, we're going 500 kg because it's the biggest boom we have, for now. And for the final stratagem, you do have a couple of options. Now, you could push the build into more heavy killing options and take Precision Strike. Incidentally, Nova has an ability with the same name in Heroes of the Storm, so it totally fits. With both Precision Strike and the 500 kg, this makes the Ghost the perfect answer to heavies, but makes it far less good at clearing hordes. If you want to go that route, then you can take Gas Strike. It's kind of like having a Radiate from the StarCraft Science vessels. Now, I know it's not specifically a Ghost ability, but I wanted to include it anyway because gas is kind of funny. It's no longer the chaff-killing menace it once was, but it does lock down choke points, and you can absolutely clean up by shooting the fart cloud with your Eruptor. Between gas and EMS, you almost always have a button to lock down big areas due to their low cooldowns. Another thing to consider here is that you have an open backpack slot, so don't forget to leverage that where you can to further support your team. Overall, we found the Ghost to be a pretty decent build. We were fully expecting it to be kind of a meme because of the smoke and the double sniper thing, but it actually totally works. This takes us to 3 Terran units so far, the Marine, the Firebat, and now the Ghost. And we absolutely have got to have a full Terran team, so our next video is going to be all about the Medic. Given the current constraints of the game, this one got pretty tricky, but the build we came up with is actually pretty interesting, and probably a little different than what you might think. So definitely get subscribed, and be sure to tune in for the next one, because that video is gonna be smoking.